This bout takes place at 145 pounds. Introducing you first, out of the red corner, representing Sub-Tech MMA in Orange County, Anthony Lights Out Lopez.
Anthony Lights Out Lopez. With a record of 1-1.
And that's again from Sub-Tech MMA in Costa Mesa. He's only 21.
21 years old, standing 5'7", 145 pounds.
By the way, we want to wish all you Irish out there a very, very happy St. Patrick's Day.
That's right.
Sláinte, which is the way to say cheers in Gaelic. Sláinte to all of you.
Huh. I wouldn't have known that. And I'm even part Irish. Shame on me.
I haven't seen that Irish temper in you, but I maybe actually I have when I've seen you go up against your opponents on the mat.
Nah, I'm nice. Ireland. I wonder if that's a country that will ever show fights. Seems like so many countries now are expanding with UFC and getting more and more fights in. We're back in Japan. They're back in Australia for the second time, I think. They're headed to, they did, Brazil twice now. Philippines, I think, is on their list.
Philippines, Latin America, of course, they've done them in Dubai, like you said.
I was there.
Yeah, that was a great one.
Except for my, Abu Dhabi. It was
one of
Abu
my
Dhabi.
heroes lost in Dubai.
Who's that?
BJ Penn.
Oh, yeah. BJ is an amazing guy. His jiu-jitsu is absolutely insane.
Yeah, there's probably not a more flexible fighter. I mean, I think even his fingers are triple jointed.
I think so too.
Representing Wayne Training Center, John Woo.
So it looks like John Woo's got a contingent here. And again, they're out of Rain Training Center in Lake Forest, not too far away from the other World MMA facility.
Here comes John Woo for blue. Yeah, he has quite a crowd here. Looks like it's his first fight.
So they say he's only got an inch in the height advantage. We'll see.
Anthony Lopez looks a lot thicker right off the bat. I think he walks around a lot heavier than John, just naturally.
So Anthony Lopez considers himself a wrestler. He certainly got that wrestler build. So we'll see if this goes to the ground quickly.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the thing about a lot of the wrestlers is they can actually control where the fight's going to be. If they want to keep it standing, they can. If they want to take it to the ground, they have a lot of control in that manner. Looks like a big difference in weight.
It looks that, huh?
It does, it does. I mean, Anthony's a little bit shorter, a lot thicker. Maybe he had a big cut to do. Although they don't weigh in until the morning of.
Yeah, this is a officially sanctioned fight.
And the wrestler goes for a takedown right away. Side mount, but boy, John is
he's a lot of
really
energy.
looks like he's
really
good on the
quick.
ground there. He's going to replace guard. Oh, he gets the full mount.
You better give his.
He's trying to protect himself there. It's a tough
There
place
you
to
go.
be when you're fresh
you gotta
off.
give the neck. Just don't. Oh, he's got a deep.
I can't see if he's got it under the chin or not, but he's got it locked up.
It looks like it might be across the chin.
Yeah, it looks like. Oh no, it doesn't. Well,
now it's deep. Now it's under.
He's doing a good job of just stretching it backward. He's going to lose it if he slides to the side.
Hey, gave it up.
Tips him over. He can spin and turn around into it, and he does.
Oh, nice.
Oh, but he reversed
nice
it right
punch
away.
on the reverse, but it's a full mount again.
Oh, and he's on a high mount, too. He's going to attack the arm with the Americana, it looks like. Oh, no, might go for a straight armbar. John rolls to protect himself, giving up his back. He's got to protect himself from another rear naked choke. They're fighting. John's trying to turn around again. And
he's stretching him
he's
out.
Just rolling with him. Oh, that can hurt. Doing a really nice job of protecting himself, though.
Yeah, John has done a...
He's got one hand. See how he has his right hand trapped there? He can use the other one to ground and pound, which is keeping him from...
taking a lot of punishment, huh?
Yeah.
Very good. Well, we knew really what was going to happen, right? With Anthony Lopez's wrestling background, this went to the ground as soon as he could.
But I give John Yoo some credit. I mean, he did a great job on the ground. I mean, he knows his jiu-jitsu. That's obvious. We don't have much of a background on him, know it, but it's obvious that he knows some jiu-jitsu.
He seems like a high-energy guy, too. I mean, he gave his back. And
didn't have any problem with it. He got out of all the attacks.
When the hooks are in, though, you can't escape the back door, you know.
But you know what? The one thing that Anthony was doing was every once in a while he would cross his legs when he took his back, and not that John, had a lot of time to think about it, but if he would have taken one of his legs up and put it over those crossed legs, that can sometimes be a submission. It's really painful. Anthony seemed to realize that and unlock him, but about 3 times it looked like he crossed his feet when he had his back. Beginning of the second round, 2 of 3. Let's see how their cardio holds up. That was pretty explosive.
That and Anthony's
and again,
arms.
He goes for the takedown. Goes for a single leg. Nice job stuffing it, but boy, that's hard to fight off a wrestler. He did a good job of blocking that. Still, he's trying for it.
Side.
Gets him down, side mount. He's not holding him down, though. John's doing a great job of getting the knee in, replacing the half guard, keeping the elbows in so he can't hold him down tight, and he reverses it. But it looks like he might have put himself in a bad situation. I can't see. Oh, no, he didn't. I thought he had his arm. Now we have John on top. Trying to do a little bit of damage on his own here. Anthony uses it. Takes his back, yep.
Got to keep his chin down. John keeps kind of looking up, leaving that chin. As long as I guess he's got wrist control, he feels comfortable.
See how his feet are crossed, though? He's not getting right under the neck, though. John's doing a good job defending.
Okay.
Another round to Anthony. Anthony did a really good job of keeping him chest to back, keeping control of the back mat there. what John needed to do to escape that was try to get his shoulders to the mat, but every time he tried to do that, Anthony would make adjustments and stay right under him.
So what do you think? Would you give it to Anthony or to John right now if you had to make a decision?
Oh, I give it, my guess would be Anthony, definitely.
With those takedowns, huh?
Yeah, the takedowns have it. John looks like he could definitely work on some. I mean, I think he's got something there. I mean, he could work on things. He's doing a good job. He's great defense against the attacks.
Yeah, maybe a little sprawl work. Very good, though. These got to tip your hat or give credit to these guys.
But again, third round, it's an all or nothing. He's got to keep it standing. John has got to keep the fight standing to have a chance, I think.
And John's got to move. I mean, John's kind of a standing target for Anthony's takedown.
And he has to know that those 2 rounds went to Anthony, and so he's got to finish the fight.
Oh, he tried to go for it.
He needs to stand up. He needs to stand up.
So Anthony looks like he's going to work his body.
Watch that arm. Anthony's trying to pass guard. He's in a half mount now.
John's got to be careful with his left arm, though. You're right.
Replace his guard.
Yeah, he's working that arm, see?
Yep. Attacking the right arm. John tries to use it for sweep, but it's a setup. It's a nice setup. He was able to pass the guard and get a full mount. Hard to see. It looks like he might be trying to crawl up into a high mount.
Yeah. John's got to arch a little. You got a guy a little high. Arch.
He's trying to upa him over. He was too high to upa him, so he drills to his back. Ooh, that's going to hurt. That's a painful position. If Anthony would have stretched him out there.
Come on, John! Okay.
John's got to get out of there.
Yeah, this isn't working out for John.
I think he's going for a rear naked choke again, from what I'm trying to see. I don't think he has it. I think he's got it over the chin, and he does. At this point, I guess Anthony just needs to hang on and not do anything, and he's got it.
That's it.
Nice job to both of them. I give it to Anthony Lopez. He did a great job. He definitely outweighed him there. I mean, I think that was a huge advantage to him. He out-strengthened him, he out-muscled him, he outweighed him.
Like I said earlier, these are sanctioned fights, but I would have loved to be at the weigh-ins to look at that scale because Anthony just seems so much wider and bigger.
And he's only 1 inch shorter. John did a really good job of fighting off those submissions. I mean, he made it all 3 rounds.
Yeah, that was tough fighting off those submissions.
And he knew what he had to do. He knew he went in on that 3rd round. He was trying to
he had that uppercut ready, you know, he just missed it.
Well, like I was saying before the fight started, I mean, if you're a wrestler, you really have control of where the fight's going to be. And he wanted it on the ground and said that's where it was.
And interesting, me as a striker, when I think about going against a wrestler or a jiu-jitsu guy, I'm always looking for them to shoot on me, and I have my uppercut ready. But you better not stand straight up. You've got to also be ready to sprawl.
Oh yeah.
Throw that body on top. You know.
Or make him eat a knee.
That's true. I like the uppercut myself.
Here we go.
Then I can see his eyes roll.
Official decision.
All of our judges see it the same, and by winner for unanimous decision, Anthony Lights Out Lopez.
So there you have it. Anthony Lights Out Lopez. A unanimous decision But I take my hat off to Mr. John Woo as well. Good bit of work in there. Excellent job.
Tell me when you guys are ready. Welcome. Just here with some special guests from a long ways away. Our first guest tonight is Nathan from the United Kingdom. Hey Nathan, why World Combat Series? Why would you fly all the way from across the United States, all the way over there, all the way to come over here?
Well, I got told what an awesome event it was, and I got straight on an aeroplane and I had to see it for myself.
Wow, that's amazing. So, you know, what's it like being over here in this? You're sitting in a gym. I mean, you're just so everybody knows, Nathan runs a bunch of gyms in the UK. Would you ever take all the equipment out of the gym and put a cage right in the middle of it?
Well, I thought it was a crazy idea when I seen it, but once I've seen the atmosphere, seen the fighting, it's a great idea, and I think I'm going to do it when I get back.
So we're going to do a World Combat Series event in the UK?
We're going to try and do it as soon as possible.
Oh, man. Now, Steve, just real quick, do you think this would work in New Zealand?
Definitely, mate. We like this type of stuff, eh?
Yeah? So we've got World Combat Series in New Zealand?
Of course, man. Heaps of good fighters in New Zealand.
That's right. Can we take a look at Steve's shirt real quick? Look at that. Fighting solves everything. Huh? What do you think of that? Now, can we get a little shout out to your family?
Yeah, I just want to give a big shout out to my wife, my 3 beautiful children, Alfie, Lola and Max. Love you all. See you soon.
Steve, how about a little shout out to the whole family?
Oh, actually, I'll shout out to my boy. His name's Tamakaha, which means strong boy.
Ah, I love it. Now, so far tonight, what's been your favorite fight?
I think it had to just been the last one there. The guy in the red shirt, great technique, great strength, and he really overpowered the other guy. Great performance.
That was a great performance. Steve, what do you think?
Yeah, I quite like the strikers, actually. The two, I think it was the Muay Thai boys, and the boy in the blue was taking the guy's legs out. That was pretty good to watch.
That's some pretty good fights tonight.
It's been great.
Yeah.
It's been fantastic.
Yeah, awesome, mate, awesome.
Well, I want to thank you guys for coming. And any final words?
No, I just want to say, great event. I look forward to coming here again.
Steve?
Fight hard, man.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. And back to you, Steve and Christy.